Hello! This is Mr. Axebane, and this is episode 4 of Sailwind. Now, if you saw the last episode, you know that at the end of the episode, toward the end of the episode, I ran into a bit of a setback because I had made some mistakes. And I lost maybe a day or so of travel. Now, before I start this episode, I want to show you guys when I go to load my game here. When you mouse over the save slot, and wait a second, it should pop up a set of buttons here that will give you options to load previous saves. So if I wanted to, if I really didn't want to deal with that setback, I could probably load one, around 1:30 or 12:30 last night. Well, actually, I don't know if that's far enough back. It would need to be. It might be. It probably. Actually, yeah, I'm sure it is. So I could probably load it back to before I did that and leave Oasis again. But I'm actually gonna just accept it what happened. But if you didn't want to and you were playing this game, and you got something got screwed up and you decided I really need to go back to like an earlier save. You can't do it. The game automatically sets them up for you. Like it backs up your save each time you save, basically. You can manually back up the file too if you want to go into your folders and stuff. But so you can't choose like to save. The game auto saves and the game will save when you exit. So you can save at any time, but not you have to exit to do it. Anyway, all the previous saves, or most of them, the last 5 or 6 should be retained in case you have to roll back to something earlier because things become disastrous. All right, so also after saving and reloading the game, this crate seems to be working again. Let's because I checked it, yeah, and it's empty. So I should be able to sell that, although the market sure is closed right now. But I can try. I guess I'll run over there and try. I know that my water barrel is getting kind of low, so I'm probably going to buy one of those. Yay, they're still open. Oh, speaking of which, I need to get some food. And this time I guess I need to get like a lot of it or something. Oh, I can't even put it in my pockets. Alright, I'm going to go store this on the ship, and then I'm going to maybe drop a couple items so that I can free up some space to bring more than one at a time. Because I don't know that there's any crates of food to buy on this island. So I may just have to buy a bunch of individual wheels of cheese. Luckily, when I got reset back here to Oasis again at the end of last episode, it refilled all of my thirst, hunger, and energy bars. So those are still pretty high. Alright, I've got to drop a few items and then do some cheese shopping. And I think the level of the water is not what it should be. I know that it's stormy, so the water level's going to fluctuate, but look at this, it goes above the dock. I don't think it's intended to go that high. But it looks like everything's being flooded out. It's terrible. Like, it's terrifying. I haven't even set out and we got bad omens. Alright. Yeah, the water, I don't desperately need water, but it might be a good idea. I definitely need food. So let me drop some crap. I never even used the broom, pretty much. I used it like for 30 seconds maybe at one point. Trying to drop it somewhere. Can I? Oh, I can't drop it while I'm using it, right? Okay. And then, I kind of miss having this posted like I was doing before, so I'm going to stick that back on the post here, something like, that's good enough. Alright. Don't really use this. Yeah, so I'm going to go do that. I'm going to buy some more cheese. Oh, hang on, up. Oh, there was a vendor here, but they left. They did have crates of food I saw. Oh, that's alright. I bought a bunch of cheese, though. They stayed open pretty late. But I bought a bunch of individual cheese at this stall. And then I did notice there was crates over there for some food. So I could have been a bit more efficient about it. But I've got 4 wheels of cheese in my pockets. And I got like 1 wheel of cheese on the ship. If that's not enough, I don't know. That's got to be enough. Alright, so I don't want to go real far. Let's see. Last time I tried to go out on the limb. looks like the options are a little... Oh, actually, I've still got stuff to take to Out on the Limb, right? Will it let me... Okay, yeah, for some reason I can take more... Well, I guess I only had 2 missions. I could take a 3rd mission. Yeah, let's do that. Hopefully that's not a bad idea. Oh, that's a lot of heavy packs of oranges. Not as much as the copper, but kind of heavy. I don't have copper this time, though, of course. Okay, I hope I haven't... Yeah, I'll probably be able to ship all this. plus the oranges. Alright, so I'm going to load up these oranges, and I'm going to be a bit overloaded, I think, maybe. Oh, man, what am I doing? I'm trying to make more money is what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm going to try to get these loaded up nice. And I'll probably have to distribute the weight a little better, too, because these are kind of heavy. So I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that done. Okay, I got it. Well, I got them on here, but now I need to organize these a lot better. Probably need to put the oranges on the bottom too. Because they're probably heavier than the salmon. Actually, they might be similar weights. What the hell have I got myself into? All right, I'm gonna try to. I can't even see that well. I need like another lantern, actually. All right, so I'm gonna try to organize this better before I depart here. Okay, this looks much better. I moved the mail up here to the front, and then I didn't put the oranges on the bottom row for the most part, but I think it's okay. I think the salmon and the oranges are similar weights, maybe. And then I threw one of the boxes of oranges back here, so I thought that'd probably be a good way to balance the ship. And it's only slightly awkward to get to my hammock right now. And I need to depart now. I don't have any more time to waste. I've got only 4 days to get my original shipment to Out on the Limb. It's around here somewhere. And 7 days for these oranges, but but 4 days I think should be plenty. So I need to go ahead and drop the sail, I guess. I have no idea what the wind's doing, but I don't even care. I'll probably start moving. There we go. Well, the wind's coming straight from the port side, looks like. Oh, I'm still moored to the freaking dock. Sailing 101 is something I didn't finish, apparently. I never took that class. I went for a few days, and then I can't remember what happened. I couldn't go back anymore. All right. I need to go south again and try to make it this time, and I should have enough food this time. Oh, I might be able to pop these oranges, one of these oranges crates if I had to. If I got real desperate, I think I could do that with mission goods. I think I said that about the salmon last episode, and then I forgot to do that. That may have saved me. I would have lost some money, of course, but it would have saved me some time. But I didn't do it in time. I thought maybe I had a bit more time, and then I was done for. The rain has stopped, which is really nice. The waves aren't as bad, it seems, here. Which the waves weren't that bad, but it was the water level was raising and lowering a lot. So, which I guess that's waves, isn't it? Anyway, and there was a storm over there for a while, but it seems to have. I can still hear it, so it may have moved further away, but it's still in that direction. I don't necessarily. I think I hear some not quite howling winds, but maybe. All right, so I need to go south and a little bit west. Not southwest, but kind of south by southwest. I think. And my lantern is going to probably run out on me. Oh gosh, it's at 4%. So I guess I'll only use that in case of emergency now. Which will make things a bit spookier if I sail through the night. And I think I need to. I don't think I can sleep unless I actually need to sleep. And I'm gonna eat some goat cheese. Oh, and I need to have some water. Oh, I need to refill the water. I didn't buy a new barrel of water, but I think I've got enough. And I just didn't have time before the vendors closed on me. And I definitely didn't want to waste another day just waiting for them to open back up. That'd be foolish. Alright, that's good enough for now. Oh, I don't even have room in my inventory currently. I'll just lay it on creative fishing hooks that I can't do anything with right now. Alright, so I just got to keep this heading locked in as good as I can between with a south by southwest heading. Oh, and I probably should try to determine wind direction, although I can't freaking see anything. I'm pretty much trying to sail into the wind again. Oh, golly. Oh, my heading wasn't good anyway, so maybe that's fine. I think the heading I want to take is got good enough winds for now. So off we go, departing from the oasis again in the dead of night. You can actually see the lights dimly. You can see the lights from Oasis and from the Oasis lighthouse. It's even brighter. It looks like a yellow-orange right now, though, instead of red. When you get further away, it has that reddish tint. Oh gosh, and we're already seeing some bigger waves. It occurs to me I may be close to the weight limit with the salmon and the oranges and the male. But I'm going to try not to think about that. I'm going to try not to worry about that. I'm just going to think about the extra money I'm going to make, because now I have more stuff than I was going to deliver the first time. Well, I really don't want to jinx it, but the seas are pretty calm. Fairly, pretty relaxing night so far. Also, I was thinking about how I've got all my most important navigational instruments in my inventory. That includes a compass and 4 wheels of cheese. I love to use a cheese-based navigational technique. Now, I would like to get the quadrant. It's pretty cheap, and you can actually do a lot just using that, I think. I think you can get, like, your longitude? It's either that or latitude, I think. And if you look there, we can see that Oasis is far enough that I can only see the lighthouse fire. Well, actually, I can see the lighthouse itself just a little bit, but I can't really see any. Almost can see the other parts of the island, just barely, like the trees. But yeah, it's pretty much looks like one of the stars again, except with that little reddish tint. The wind has stayed pretty favorable. Actually, it got slightly more favorable. And I'm going pretty much straight on south by southwest, so I'm just going to keep on holding that heading. And ooh, I don't want to balance the boat too much that direction. And hope that the seas stay calm, I guess. Okay, I've decided to alter my heading a little bit more to the south. And I think that's, then the reason I'm doing that is because I'm pretty sure that the actual heading I want to take to try to go as straight to out on the limb as possible is a little bit more southwardly than I was going. I use stupid terms like that, like southwardly, northwardly, eastwardly. Those aren't words, I don't think. But I use them. This wave action is kind of altering my heading a decent bit, so I'm having to... Ooh, there was an autosave. I'm having to kind of just like stay right here, manning the ship, and keep adjusting my rudder. Now, it's actually, I never mentioned this before. This is a kind of an awesome feature. So, when you left click or press F to grab the wheel, right? Whoop. While you're doing that, you can turn it left, you can turn it right, but you're holding on to the wheel. So whatever way you turn it, like if I turn it all the way to the right or all the way to the left, it will, and then let it stay there. I'll be holding the wheel in that position. But if I let go, like let's for instance turn it to the right, and then I'll let go and step back. Okay, actually, the sea is calm enough to where it kind of kept the same. Oh, and I lost speed too. My heading is into the wind. I'm not going anywhere. Bad example, but the point is, while you're using the wheel, you're holding it in that position. When you step away and let go, it's now free to move a bit. The rudder and the wave action and stuff can move the rudder, especially if you're like near storms. But if you want to lock it in a position, like let's say I want it all the way to the left and I want it to stay there, even if I'm not holding the wheel, then I can press R. And you hear that ka-chunk? It'll do that, and now it's going to stay locked all the way to the left until all I got to do is press F or left click to grab it again, and then I could let go. It'll be unlocked. But for now, it's locked all the way to the left. And actually, that's kind of what I wanted to do because I needed to turn until I could get wind again, and then start going forward because I didn't realize I was going into the wind, so I lost my speed, my momentum. See if I can grab enough. Come on. All right, let's get almost. Come on. No, I'm going backwards still. Alright, let me turn the opposite way I want to go. Because I'm assuming I'm being pushed backwards now. And there we go, there we go. I think it's almost. There we go. You can see the sails now kind of grabbing it. And now I'm going to turn left. Because I'm probably starting to move forward. Maybe. Nope. Okay. This is the situation that you call being in irons. So I tried to sail into the wind for too long, and now I am either not moving or moving slowly backwards. There's a couple ways I can fix this. I can keep trying and hope that. Oh, there we go. Did I get some? Ooh, hang on. Yeah. So you can almost turn either direction until something happens. Essentially, like if you're going backwards, you'll turn the opposite direction you want to go. But the point is that either way, you need to turn until you get an angle that's enough to get some wind in the sail. And it's not as hard to do in this kind of sail. If I only had one square sail, I'd be completely screwed now, right? All right, here we go. Here we go. Finally, I got... No? Yes? Maybe? Come on. Come on. Am I going... Maybe I should... No. Hang on. I'm getting some wind. Yeah, okay. Should be getting some wind now, especially if I can turn it left and it'll actually go left. Yeah! We're sailing. Now, if that hadn't worked, it's a little goofy, but I could have jumped out into the water and shoved the boat to try to get enough momentum to get it moving forward, and then grab the wheel real quick and like swing it until I could get a good angle. But also on this small ship, I've shown this I think on a previous episode, but on this small ship, you can even come up here and grab this pole here with F or left click, I think, and kind of move it, drag it one way or the other if you had to. Anyway, actually it won't move right now because I've got it all the way in. There's no slack, but that's another way you can try to get it to get the sail in an angle that'll catch the wind and start getting forward momentum again. All right, so which way am I? My heading is all screwed up now, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got really turned around there. In fact, I think I see Oasis again over there. Alright, yeah, now I'm going like west. Yeah, I got all screwed up. Here we go. Okay, this is where I was almost, yeah, this is where I wanted to be. Alright, and the wind is blowing like that across the sail. Alright, maybe I should, I think I should leave it where it's at, actually, to be honest. Maybe I'll see if I can block it right there. And then see if the wind's still favorable. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Maybe I'll let it out a bit over here. Hopefully that's good. Alright, so, oh, my heading got screwed up again. It keeps twisting me more toward the southeast instead of southwest. I think the larger the waves are, the more that'll happen. And then the windier it is, it potentially could turn you, I think, or tilt you over. And then when there's storms nearby, it can get pretty twisty. You'll get your heading all screwed up. I might technically be in the open ocean here for a bit. Kind of feels like it, you know. And that should be true until I basically can see Gold Rock City, I'm assuming. Or roughly that much, anyway. Alright, so just got to do that. Try to keep this heading straight. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to be, you know, close as I can get it. Because I can spot the island, you know, so if I don't get it exact, you know, then hopefully I'll still be able to see the island to my left or my right. But it'd be nice to be able to be confident when I see a small island that if it's pretty much straight in front of me, I'll be like, okay, that's got to be out on the limb. Although I guess it could be at Ankh Academy, because they're very similar courses that you need to take for those. But Ankh Academy is very small, though. It's just like a structure, almost no land, so it's easier to kind of, well, it's harder to spot from a distance. But when you see actual land jutting out, you know, I can probably rule out Alchemist Island, or I mean, Ankh Academy. Anyway. Yeah, first thing is I should see Gold Rock pretty soon on the horizon. And I just, oh god, I just need to keep a good heading until that happens, and even after that happens, until I can spot out on the limb. And I'm gonna have to bring this in, I think, because I'm losing. Yeah, I wasn't getting enough speed. Alright, so here we go. As I try to maintain my heading here, I was just thinking it's kind of important maybe to point out that I don't recommend doing what you see me doing in this series the first time you play this game. I didn't have a ton of experience before this series. I probably had played the game about, I think 30 or 40 hours maybe. Maybe less, but it was enough to get to grips with it, but so much that I haven't done and haven't seen. But the first time I played it safe. I didn't do this like going to Oasis, let alone being overloaded, which I didn't realize at the time. But on my third or fourth trip, whatever it was, like that's not how I played the first time. The first time I took it easy. You know, I think I probably went to Gold Rock first, or maybe I went to Out on the Limb, which is just straight north. You know, give yourself simple challenges at first. Like even if you don't know how to really determine your location or how to navigate properly, you can at least say, well, I have a compass, and I start in Neverden. Right, and if we look at the map here, that means that a trip to Out on the Limb, because here's Neverden. I wish I could. Well, I'll just hold it. So, oh, and I'm sailing into the wind. I can fix that in a second. So you start the game in Neverden when you make a new game in Ankh region at least. And so, you know, as I've mentioned in previous episodes, generally the winds are mostly northeasterly-ish. They can vary. They can be anything, but that's what they generally are in this region. So that means that a trip to Gold Rock is excellent because Gold Rock's extremely easy to see. You can't lose sight of it, really, unless you really screw up. And also, it's really favorable winds. Well, out on the limb is actually not bad winds either, if they're northeasterly like they usually are. And also, it's nice, simple navigational challenge because it's straight north. Just use your compass, go north. There's challenges, though, because you'll see Owl of Clear Mine, you'll get confused and be like, the first time probably, you'll be like, wait, is that out on the limb? And that's some of the cool challenges, simple challenges you encounter early on. And if you sail all the way up to the Isle of Clear Mine, you'll see it's not out on the limb. There's no dock. It's uninhabited. And also this one down here is uninhabited. So that adds challenge too. When you're going to Gold Rock, you'll see an island over here and an island over here. You might see an island over here, and you'll be like, I think I'm going the right way. You'll know it's the big island, but anyway. So all of that to point out that I definitely do not recommend getting ballsy with it on your first time playing. I can't get this. Hang on. The best way to do this is to press R to roll it up, and then I can see better where it's gonna land when I left the okay. I like doing this, but I don't like having to reposition it. All right, that should be good. Yeah, perfect. Anyway, let me fix my heading. It's probably completely jacked up. Yeah, I'm going northwest. So yeah, starting out, it's challenging enough, getting to grips, unless you already know how to sail in real life, maybe. But even then, you got to learn how the game handles things. So I recommend, maybe going straight north out on a limb, or going to Gold Rock, and then picking something simple from there as well. Like from Gold Rock, going south to Alchemist is fair. Well, I say it's simple, but the winds are a little more challenging, usually. And also, Alchemist looks like 2 or 3 islands, so it throws you off. Or you could practice, going out on the limb to Gold Rock, Neverden, northeast to Gold Rock, and then back southwest to Neverden, and until you get used to, start to get used to things. So what I'm getting at is, last time my original save when I played this, I went to Oasis, but it was only after I'd made probably a dozen trips at least, doing short trips around Gold Rock City and staying within this region. Never even thinking about going out, outside of it. I don't even think I knew Oasis existed initially. As a thing that's just outside of this region, Now, there actually are some players, though, that recommend, if you want to try it, starting in the hard region, even if you're new to the game. Because some people say, it's not that bad getting to learn the brig, is it? No, that's not the brig. Maybe it's the cog. But you could try it if you're up for the challenge. But, if it's too much, you could always go and try easy instead. But there's some people even say that you could, the medium's not bad. Now, medium, though, that region has frequent storms. But that's kind of exciting, you might want it. But it has totally different navigational challenges. It's actually a lot easier to navigate, generally, as far as sighting landmarks and stuff, because you don't have all these little tiny islands that are out there mostly, other than Gold Rock, like this region has, all these little tiny islands. You have much larger islands. You can always see islands, pretty much, not just the central one. But there's so much island, it can be challenging to maneuver between them. And there's frequent storms, and the wind direction changes a lot more frequently generally, and is not not as predictable. This region has nice predictable winds. They're not always what you want, or not always northeasterly. But I don't know, 80 to 90% of the time it probably is close to that. I'm going east. What am I doing? I got to talking so much about navigating. I didn't have time to navigate. Now, has the wind changed much either? Let's see if we can get a good look at that. Okay. Well, I'm constantly moving. Yeah, I turned too much. Yeah, see, in fact, you can kind of see that, like, I think because I'm technically in the open ocean, or if not now, I was. It's harder to keep my heading. That probably is because the winds out here may be, less predictable and stronger and scary and make you question life choices. Do I have what it takes to be a merchant sailor person? I'm not. I don't have what it takes to maintain a solid heading while talking about navigational things. Anyway. Alright, this isn't too bad. Alright, I should be seeing Gold Rock any minute now, probably. And that'll be our first navigational landmark. To clue us in that we're getting back into the Ankh region. Yeah, these definitely feel like ocean waves to me. Yeah. I'm standing more to the right of my ship, as you can see too, because the winds are kind of buffeting the sail and causing me to like kind of roll a lot more to the left, and I don't want it to tip over. And I can still control the wheel from here, like. Alright, what's my heading? I think it's screwed up again. I'm going west again. These big waves and these ocean winds are screwing me up. Alright, I can do this. I've done this before. Maybe not exactly this trip, but I know I made it back from Oasis when I went before. Not previous episode, but when I played this game before. Anyway, alright. Shouldn't be too bad. At least there's no storms around. Just gotta wait until I can see Gold Rock City and try to maintain a good heading. I was just thinking there's probably some people who would be actually rightly wondering or questioning, well, if you can lock the wheel in whatever position you want, why not just find the one that's best for your heading and just lock it there? That's actually a good question, because like it sounds like it would work great. It would work great, except this game has a good enough and a detailed enough sailing simulation that the angle of your rudder alone, because that's what the wheel determines, doesn't guarantee like a specific direction, because the action of the wind and the waves on your ship and the way it's bobbing and twisting and moving around, which is mostly determined by the waves, will, in combination with your rudder angle, determine your actual direction. And for instance, if I lock the wheel all the way to the right, well, as long as the sail and the winds allow, that means I'll just keep turning to the right. So sadly, you can't necessarily just pick a wheel position and lock it there and it'll keep your heading. Now, on very calm weather and very calm seas, that actually might work for a while, or finding a position that's good and just letting the wheel go, and letting it go back to center or whatever. If the seas are good and calm and things, and you actually probably will maintain a pretty good heading if your sails are configured right. If your sails are off a bit, though, it might twist you slowly or turn you or roll you too much, and that changes it a bit too. So it's like, it's pretty cool. It's like detailed. It's like almost like real sailing. I've never done real sailing, but I say this seems, from what I understand, this game has a pretty decent sailing simulation. It may not be, and it can't be as detailed as real life. I mean, that's too much. But it seems like an excellent representation. sailing, and at least in these kinds of ships, you know, not there's no modern ships in this game. You know, it's all like kind of Age of Sail stuff. You know, I guess that's like this kind of ship, the Dow, but also stuff like maybe the sloop and the brig and the brigantine, and oh hey, there it is, Gold Rock City. I'm not at the right heading. I can tell by looking at Gold Rock. It was off to the right a bit. It needed to be off to the left a bit. Now, that also hopefully means I am getting back into the Ankh region here momentarily, if not already. And therefore, if there aren't stormy seas, then it should be easier to maintain my heading after this. And also, I have a nice visual marker. I don't have to bring the compass up constantly necessarily, because in a way, Gold Rock is sort of my compass right now, because I don't need to go directly toward it, but somewhat toward it. I want it to be a little bit off to the left, and that's where it's at right now. So we'll let go of the wheel and see. We can actually see how much our heading stays on if we want this to be a good test. So let me point straight to the front. So we're kind of south, but a little bit east. It's not exactly what I wanted. So Gold Rock's already kind of in front of us now, probably, and we're drifting kind of back and forth. So it's actually somewhat holding that heading, but it's not the heading I wanted. Okay, what we could try is, I actually could try to lock this a little bit to the right. You know, it can't guarantee me the perfect direction, but it'd be interesting. Given the current state of wind and waves, roughly, you know, it may... No, it keeps going right. It keeps going right. So I didn't turn that far to the right, but I've got enough to where it's wanting to keep going right. So we'll turn that back. So maybe just a slight bit to the right and then locking the wheel. I might try that. It'd be interesting. So like I say, I can't guarantee a direction, like I was just explaining. So I'm not trying in futility to get a perfect heading, but it may be less. I may have to do less control of the wheel if I can get it right. All right, I'm gonna let go. Well, now it seems as if I locked it a bit to the left of my bit. So you see it changes, and the wind is gradually changing and all that. So anyway, so I can visually, right now I can't see it, but Gold Rock is out there, and I can use that as a nice visual reference to keep my heading without having to look at the compass constantly, maybe. Can't see Gold Rock now, though. All right, my character is getting quite tired. Oh, another problem is I'm very thirsty. I'm actually going to solve that right away, because I don't want to sleep right at the moment, but I can at least see better if I'm not super thirsty also. Alright. I'm getting kind of hungry too. I guess I'll eat one of these. Take a look at my heading. Oh, that's not bad. It's basically south by southwest. I guess I'll let it ride on that for a bit. Whoa! Okay. Okay. Getting a few big waves. Oh, buddy. The ocean might be getting a little angry. Or the sea. Whatever I'm in. Oh, I don't want to stand on that side of the boat too much. Ooh. Yeah, we're getting buffeted by the waves. Now we're going pretty much south. And so there, what I did is I grabbed the wheel and I turned it to the right a little bit, and then I just let go of the wheel. That actually worked pretty good. So it all depends on the situation and your ship and how loaded up it is and how your sail is configured. Like, I probably should let this out a little bit because I'm being tilted over a lot. You know, I think that's one of the signs that I'm getting more of being pushed, rolled over to the left more, you know, and I could get more speed if I could cut a better angle with the sail to the wind. I could also bring the sail up so that it doesn't roll me over as much, but I don't think this is dangerously rolling right now. I mean, it gets kind of scary at times, but alright, this lantern's almost, yeah, I only got 3% left. I'm going to save that. It's going to be dark for a little while here, but obviously I'll edit out most of this, so it's going to be a little while before I get to out on a limb. Okay, I think I'm maintaining a good heading, but I keep losing sight of Gold Rock City. Sometimes it's behind my sail, but most of the time I think it's because a lot of these waves are just too high or too tall, and can't see Gold Rock over them. Of course, I could go over to this side and look. Oh, I see it. But it tilts my ship that way. I thought about moving the oranges to this other side, but I don't really have... Or maybe I'll move one of these crates over to the side a bit. Come on. And maybe one of these. Trying to get the balance a little better with the winds kind of rolling me over to the left. Okay, I see Gold Rock City again. Alright, so I definitely don't want to go too far west, or I'll just kind of be too far on the edge of the Ankh region. So yeah, I think my heading's good right now. I just got to maintain something like this. Try to keep Gold Rock as in the same position, basically, or keep the compass needle in the same place. Or both, basically. I hope I have enough time to get there for the first shipment, because I didn't give myself a lot of. It's due in 2 days. Oh God, where am I? Oh jeez, man overboard! I don't even have the lantern on. I can't see hardly anything. Here we go. Nope, that's the crate. What the heck, buddy? We don't want to be okay. Whoops. I don't know what's happening. I lost the crate. Hang on. Can I swim? Can I sprint when I have the crate? Oh my God. Hang on. Can I throw the crate in there? Where'd it go? This is why you don't... This is why you always buy lantern candles. Hold on. Did I lose a crate? Yes. I think I did. I see it. Oh my God. So when I was trying to get back into the ship, instead of grabbing the ladder on the side of the ship, I grabbed the freaking crate. Oh, that was probably one of the trade good crates. At least it wasn't a mission crate, I guess. Oh my God, so I just lost like 90 coins. Oh man. I'm not cut out for this job. I was never cut out for this job. My lantern's almost dead. At least I got all this cheese. I'm gonna try not to think about how much money I'm losing at being bad at this game, or as a result of being bad at this game. And also at kind of pushing myself. I am taking on a little bit more challenge than I used to, purely for the excitement of it, honestly, and it makes for better videos, hopefully, too, because it is a little bit trickier when you're not that good and you're also challenging yourself. Oh God, maybe we'll make it there. Maybe we will make it with at least a couple of crates. at least I can kind of see gold rock every now and then. I think I'm gonna do what most people would probably do in this situation. I'm just gonna sit here and like gorge myself on cheese. Just trying to think about how hard it is to make a freaking living. I'm glad I never did any sailing in real life. Somebody else can handle that crap. No, it's I probably should buy. I should always have at least one lantern candle. I'm thinking. I wonder how much a crate of those is. It's like a small crate, you know. It can't be that bad. Man, I can't believe I lost 90. Oh, I don't want to tally it up, but I lost like about around 90, wasn't it, for a crate of salmon? I think is what I lost, and then. Oh man, that fishing pole was like 40 some, wasn't it? Like 47 or something. So about 140. Well, I guess that's not too much. I mean, a crate of goat cheese is like about 100 usually. Oh, and I noticed on the previous episode, you know, I mentioned that the price of the grill had gone down, and I was like, oh, the price is fluctuating, it went down. Those types of items may not have like economic pressure and price fluctuation. However, as you get more reputation in a region, you get better prices. So I think the price went down because my reputation was better, and they were like, "Hey, yeah, oh, you're that guy who eats all that cheese. We know you. Yay, yeah, I'll give you a better deal, sure." Actually, if that's the case, I wonder how, like, what the limit is. Because my reps should still be going up, so I wonder if it's even better now. I'm sure there's a limit. They're not going to be like, oh, you take it for free. Get it out of here. Go ahead. No, it's fine. Give me 1 coin if you want. I don't, whatever. I don't think it ever gets that good. You, like, buy some fish and then you throw in the grill. Yeah, take a grill with you. Why not? Take one that's still hot. It's fine. I guess I try to use humor to paste over the pain because I got all the lost coinage from mistakes. Well, actually, the first one wasn't a mistake. I may have left-clicked with the fishing rod in my hand, which would have released it. But it seemed like I had a physics bug there, where it was bugging with the ship. It was confusing. I think I got stuck on the ship or something. I don't even know. Like the fishing rod itself, I don't know. That one wasn't even really my fault. I don't think, anyway. Unless I did left click and just let go. Because you can do that. You gotta be careful not to just throw your rod into the ocean. Okay, someday I'll make it to out on a limb, and we can forget about all these things that I've done. We can just forget about the past. We'll have a little bit of money, and we can just do something. Make us. We'll just drink it. We'll buy a bunch of coconut wine or something to add to the cheese. I've only got 1 piece of cheese now too, but my hunger bar is like full practically, so I'm not gonna stress about that. There's plenty of other things I can stress about, so I'm just gonna do that. I still can't believe I threw a perfectly good crate of salmon overboard while frantically clawing my way trying to get back onto the deck of my ship. Mostly because I didn't have a lantern going. Like, it would have been a lot easier probably to see what I was doing if I had that, but alright, I'm not gonna harp on it too much. That salmon, that could have been a lot of meals. Alright, well, the good news is Gold Rock City is much larger now. It's very easy to keep my eye on it. Well, at least when these huge waves aren't rolling by. There it is. And It's looking pretty big, so I have a pretty good feeling I should see something else soon. And the last time I was in this position, last episode, I was like starving at this point, but I am not hungry at all right now. So a little bit thirsty, very tired, but not exhausted yet, maybe, but getting there. But at least I'm not starving like last time, so I think I can actually make it, even if I get a little lost trying to spot it. I don't know that I could get lost now that I can see Gold Rock, but I don't know how good my heading is. So it may take me a bit to get to out on the limb here. But I feel like I should see, like I say, I feel like I should see that or Ankh Academy fairly soon here. And the sun's coming up now. And the waves are large, and they have a very, actually salmon color. Oh, I'm reminded again of the crate of salmon. I could gorge myself on oranges to make me feel better, but I'm not. No, that's even more profit that I'll lose. Even more earnings lost. It feels like I haven't been near Gold Rock long enough that I can't tell, you know, really how close. It's not close yet, but it's definitely a lot bigger. But still probably fairly far off. Alright, so just it's a matter of trying to keep a decent heading and watching the horizon for any sign of out on the limb. Alright, it's very small, but I could see something out there, but I don't think it's out on the limb. It appears to be either Ankh Academy or possibly a NPC ship, like another sailor out on the seas, because it's just a couple of little triangles. I guess it could be out on the limb. Anyway, over that direction is, of course, Gold Rock City. It's not huge, so we're not close to it right now, but it's such a huge island that it's big enough to see it. And then over in this direction, I'm definitely seeing something small over here. It's like, well, it's not really square shaped, you know, it's like two little spikes. I'm thinking not enough to be out on the limb, but I'm going to turn toward it, because even if it's, let's say it's Ankh Academy, which is here, or here, we pretty much go south from that to get to out on the limb, right? Just a little bit west. This might be another ship, though. This does kind of look like it's another ship. If I had a spyglass, you know, I could take a look. Oh, I really need to get one of those. My first goal was to get a fishing rod, some fish hooks, and a grill. So I'll probably do that first. And I can't remember how much the basic spyglass is, but it ain't going to be that cheap, but it might be relatively cheap. I don't remember. It certainly would be nice. Maybe this is Ankh Academy. It's kind of... I bet it is. Alright, I'm going to head kind of toward that direction. And then what I can do, if I can determine if that is, if I'm pretty sure it is, I can check the compass heading to it, to what I think is Ankh Academy, and then also check the compass heading to Gold Rock City and draw two lines on the map, and where they intersect, that's basically where I'm at. I learned that also from Gamer Sim TV, or Sim Gamer TV. Has excellent Sailwind videos. I think my sail position is not so great. Pretty sure it could definitely be improved. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm almost positive that is Ankh Academy. Alright, so if I can get a steady position where I'm not turning and changing heading too frequently, I can do what I was just talking about. So I can I can get my compass out and sight Gold Rock City, try to determine the exact compass heading that it's got. Almost exactly southeast, but a little bit more south than that. So basically southeast, but with a tad bit of extra south. And almost exactly southwest for Ankh Academy. So now I'm going to grab this since the seas are, the waves are moving me around a lot, so it'll be much easier to do with this. So what did I say? Southwest for Ankh Academy. Well, I don't have a whole lot of room to draw that, but that's up here. And then mostly southeast. Let's see, the opposite of, let's see, so southeast would be this way, but it's a little bit more south. So the opposite of that would be like a line like this. Or why don't, here, hang on, let me grab the straight line tool, that's better. So I think that's something like that, and then if Ankh Academy is southwest, and we're basically just above the map, right? I can't show you where those lines cross because it's off the top of the map, but if we want to determine the direction we need to take to get to out on the limb, looks like it's basically southwest, but a little bit more south. Something like this direction on the compass here. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Yeah, it should be fairly easy to parse that. That's how you determine if you have 2 or more known landmarks using compass heading, compass headings for each of those directions, and then drawing lines on your map. You can get a pretty good idea where you're at. Assuming you did identify the landmarks correctly, of course. So otherwise you'd be drawing lines on the wrong things. So, pretty much southwest. That's not southwest. Pretty much southwest to get to out on the limb. And if I'm seeing Ankh Academy, it shouldn't be much further at all before I'll at least see out on the limb. If I can get the right heading here. So, yeah, I just need to get a good heading and watch for out on the limb again. And now I have a much better idea where I'm actually at. You know, this this series might unintentionally be sort of a test of how forgiving the economy may or may not be. If you're trying to do profitable trades and profitable missions, but you're occasionally throwing things overboard, can you still progress? I'm sure the answer is probably yes. Just slower. But we're going to find out in this series, I guess, because... No, I'm not going to keep doing that, though. I'm not going to keep throwing things overboard accidentally. Oh, God. What I am going to do, I think, is buy another lantern. Or at the very least, some lantern candles. Maybe a box of them. That's another box I got to carry, though. You know, a small one, I'm sure. But I think it's a real small one, actually. That might not be too bad. Because that really would have helped. I could have seen the boat much better and had an idea where I was trying to chuck the crate. Because I was trying to chuck the crate back into the ship, you know, and then get on the ship. And when you can't see anything, and your ship's moving at a good speed, and the waves are all over the place, and yeah, it's not easy to do that. So there may have been a way I could have saved that box, but I didn't see a quick way. You know, I just, once I saw it far off, you know, once I saw it behind me up in the waves getting swallowed up by the ocean, I was like, the salmon has gone back to the ocean. It's not, it has returned. Actually, I don't know if salmon even live in the ocean. Do they like freshwater fish? Probably, but you get my point. It just feels like I'm just circling Ankh Academy. Obviously, I'm not, but like that's the only thing I see, and I'm watching for out on the limb. It's coming soon. The sun's gonna be going down, but it shouldn't be long. I should be there soon. My water supply is very low, but I'm not super thirsty at the moment. I've only got like 3 units of water. Yeah, I'm not super thirsty. I'm very tired though. I may, I may like drop anchor or at least raise the sail and get some sleep here in a bit. I might have to. I could stop at Ankh Academy, and rest, but I don't really have much time. Um, oh, I do have a little bit. I've got the salmon, what I have left of the salmon, and the mail is due. Those are due in 2 days. Can't imagine it'll take any longer than that, even if I did stop at Ankh Academy. Alright, screw it. We haven't been there yet in this series. I'm right near it, so I'm going to put it in here at Ankh Academy. The sun's going to be going down soon anyway, so it's a good time to do it. I can basically sleep through the night. Oh, and it's directly upwind. Pretty much. Well, maybe not. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. It's fine. Anyway, I'm going to head up here to Ankh Academy. It's right nearby there. You can see it pretty much. And, yeah, that way I can tie up to the dock at night and not have to, not go anywhere while I'm sleeping. And, I could probably buy a little bit of food and water there, too, maybe. I don't think there's much to buy here, but hopefully a little bit. Because it would be nice to buy a little bit of water, maybe. Well, actually, yeah, especially if I sleep the night there, I'm gonna wake up probably super thirsty, even if I drink what I've got. But anyway, we'll figure it out. I'm gonna stop here at Ankh Academy. And there it is, Ankh Academy at night. And the sea is extremely calm right now. Like, it's kind of eerie. It's like a little spooky because it's dead silent pretty much. What the heck? Alright, let me raise the sail quite a bit so I can slow down. I really hope they do sell. They've got to sell at least a little bit of water, Probably some kind of food. Maybe not crates of food, but at least a little bit. I don't really need food desperately, but I need the water. Okay, getting pretty close. Not getting a lot with my sail though, so I'm not in a good angle. I don't want a lot of speed, but I want enough to get in there. Alright, that's probably good. I'm going to go ahead and raise the sail all the way, I think. And try to steer this. And hope I have enough momentum, I probably will, to get close enough to the dock to throw a mooring rope up there. And then again, maybe not. Maybe I'll do the old shove method. I should have lit the lantern. I can't see the ship. Good old shove method. When you're close, but not close enough, it'll often get the job done. Alright, I think I need to steer to the left now, though, because it's all jacked up. Yeah, oh, come on. Not ideal. I guess it may work, though. I wish it would turn a bit more. I guess I could connect up to this part of the dock. You can't even see. I can't see anything. Lantern's almost done with. Jeez. Maybe I can hook up to this. Oh, I can't hook to that one. I need to fall in the water. Perfect. And then miss the target. Perfect. Maybe I'll shove the other side of the... Well, let me shove the ship backwards, actually. So if I'm facing toward the back of the ship and I shove it, it should go that direction, like away from the dock. Because I kind of came in the wrong way here. I could maybe make it work, but I don't like it. So we're going to shove it backward. Yeah. Okay. We'll let it do that. Let me steer it a bit the opposite way that I want to go, because I'm going backwards. And now this time I might get out and shove it from the right side, and then maybe I alternate sides so that it's not turning as much as it was. Oh. It would be easier to do it if it were daytime here. Come on. So we've got enough momentum. Perhaps not. Let's see if... see, the wind is not favorable. I came in the opposite angle I really should have. But I should be able to make this work. I don't got to go very far. Come on. Maybe they'll alternate to the other side so that it gets a good direction. I think it wants to go the direction you're looking, really. Maybe I could push from the back and look toward the dock. That seems pretty good. Get back on. Oh, yeah. Okay, okay. Let me just maybe turn to the right a bit more. Yes. This should work. And I made the jump. Bam. Yes! Finally! Well, I'm not even at my destination, sadly. I'm at Ankh Academy, but it's the first time I've been here before, but it's the first time I've gone here in this series. So it's kind of cool. It's not very big, just a little tiny bit of land. And then some buildings here. I don't know what type of academy. I don't know if it's a sailing academy or what that's here, but you can do trades and missions here. And there would be a merchant here, so when I wake up, I'll be quite thirsty. But I've got a little bit of water to drink before I go to bed. And I'm sure that merchant there's got to probably sell a little bit of water, and then maybe I don't know what else. Maybe a little bit of food. As long as I've got water, I'll be good. All right, there we go. So I definitely need to drink that little bit of water I've got, I think. And my character is like completely exhausted. I almost have no energy meter at all. I mean, look at this. I've been down to just a few pixels. That's the green part, but then there's a gray part that depletes after that, and it's almost gone too, so yeah. Alright, anyway. And I guess I'll eat my very last goat cheese. And then I'm going to rest. And actually, this is a perfect time, I think, to end this episode. I didn't make it to Alnalim yet, but that should be easy to do at the beginning of next episode. And I'm sure this episode is going to be plenty long enough. So there we go. I made it to Ankh Academy. I'm going to sleep here in the morning. I'm going to buy a little bit of water. And whatever else they have, I might buy a little bit. And then I pretty much got to go south. Almost straight south to get to my destination, out on the limb. And I've still got a little bit of time to do it, too. It's due tomorrow. So as long as I can do that tomorrow, and I don't see any problem with that, I'd be cutting it a little close. But I should be able to do that. So that's the end of this episode of Sailwind, folks. This has been Mr. Axebane. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you join me for the next one. Until then, take care.